In this video, I want to show you how to use the tree diagram to answer some problems of probability. Right, let's take this one as our example where we can make use of the tree diagram to answer this question. Right, in a class of 10 learners where 6 of them are boys, 2 learners were selected at random without replacement. Find the probability of selecting part A, a boy and a girl, part B, learners of the same sex. The easiest way of solving such a problem is to make use of the tree diagram. Right, in this case we have 2 possibilities. It's either we select a boy or a girl. Right, first of all, the total number of learners in the class is 10. 6 of them are boys, meaning 4 of them are girls. So, after selecting a learner, there is a possibility of selecting a boy and a possibility of selecting a girl. So we have 2 possibilities. So our tree diagram will be having 2 branches like this one, where there are 2 possibilities: the probability of selecting a boy or the probability of selecting a girl. Right. Then, after that, we still have the possibility we are picking 2 learners in this case. There is a possibility of picking a boy after a boy. There is also a possibility of picking a girl after a boy. Right. Likewise, after starting with a girl, there is also a possibility of picking a boy after a girl, and the probability of picking another girl. Right, we now want to fill in the probabilities. Right, the probability of starting with a boy, I'm talking about this branch. Right, the probability of starting with a boy is the total number of boys in the class, which is 6, over the total number of learners in the class. So the probability of starting with a boy is 6 over 10. Right. On the other hand, the probability, suppose we start with a boy, the probability of picking another boy, remember this is without replacement, so the probability of picking another boy is the total number of boys remaining in the class over the overall number of learners remaining in the class. It's without replacement, so this boy is now out. So we now have 5 boys. This sixth one is out. That's this one. 5 boys. And since this boy is now out, the total is now 9. So the probability of picking a boy after a boy is now 5 over 9. On the other hand, there is a probability of picking a girl after a boy. After picking this first boy, we still have 4 girls, but the total is now 9. So the probability of picking a girl after a boy is 4 over 9, like this. Right. On the other branch, the probability of starting with a girl is the total number of girls in the class. This one has nothing to do with this branch, the first branch. This branch that we are now talking about, where we are starting with a girl, has nothing to do with this branch where we were saying the probability of starting with a boy. So we are saying the total number of girls in the class is 4. And the total number of learners in the class, remember this is the first girl. So the total number of learners in the class is still 10. So the probability of starting with a girl is 4 over 10, like this. Right. Then after picking this girl, the probability of picking another girl is now 3 over 9, because this girl is now out. So we now have 3 girls in the class, and the total has been affected since this girl is now out. So the total is now 9. So the probability of picking another girl is 3 over 9. right? On the other hand, the probability of picking a boy after a girl is also 6/9. It is 6/9 because we still have 6 boys in the class, but the total has been affected because of this girl who is now out. So the probability is 6/9, like this. Right. Now that we have completed the tree diagram, before we move on, just to check if the probabilities, if these probabilities in each of the two branches add up to 1. I'm talking about the probability of a boy plus the probability of a girl here. If you add these two, you must get 1. If you add the probability of a boy here and a girl here, you must also get 1. If you add the probability of a boy here and the probability of a girl here, you must always get 1. So in this case, we are getting 1 in each of these pairs. Right, that's always the case. So we can proceed to the next step. Right, now the probability of a boy followed by a boy, we can write that as BB, a boy followed by a boy, right? And we find that probability by multiplying 6/10 by 5/9, like this. And this reduces to 1/3. That's the probability of a boy followed by another boy, right? The probability of a boy followed by a girl is found by multiplying 6/10 by 4/9, like this. That's the probability of a boy followed by a girl, and this reduces to 4/50, right? The probability of a girl followed by a boy is found by multiplying this probability 4/10 by 6/9, like this, right? And if we multiply these two, we find 4/15, right? Then let's move on to the probability of a girl followed by another girl, which is the probability, which is the product of 4/10 and 3/9, like this. That's a girl followed by another girl, right? We now want to answer the question. We have the first question, a boy and a girl. In this case, the order was not specified, so we have two possibilities here, right? And the order is very important in probability. There is a possibility of starting with a boy followed by a girl, and a possibility of starting with a girl followed by a boy, right? We are saying this one is in, this one is also in. So let's answer part A, right? The probability of a boy and a girl is either the probability of a boy followed by a girl or the probability of a girl followed by a boy. And we have these probabilities here. This is the probability 4/15 is the probability of a boy followed by a girl. 4/15 as well is the probability of a girl followed by a boy, right? So we are going to add these two, because in probability, if we use the term or, we add the probabilities, then this is our answer, 4/15 plus 4/15, and this reduces to 8/15, right? Done with part A. Then part B, learners of the same sex. This one is also not specific, right? Same sex means either a boy followed by a boy or a girl followed by a girl. So we also have two possibilities here. We have the probability of a boy followed by a boy, or the probability of a girl followed by a girl. And we also have these probabilities. 1/3 is the probability of a boy followed by a boy. Then 2/15 is the probability of a girl followed by a girl. Right? So we are saying we are simply adding these two probabilities, 1/3 plus 2/15, and this reduces to 7/15. Thank you very much for watching.